Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Sharice, and one of my specialties is non-monogamy. After working with clients about polyamory or having an open relationship, here are some questions that I've seen come up time and time again that I think would help you explore if you want to learn more about polyamory or if you want to add a third person or fourth to your relationship. I think the most important question is figuring out your why. Why do you want to explore adding another person to your relationship or having an open relationship? Is this to save your relationship? Are you having relationship problems that you think will be offset by adding another person or allowing your partner to do whatever? Spoiler alert, it will not fix it. Problems will not be solved by adding another person to your relationship. And that even includes children. Like having children is not going to fix your relationship if there are problems there. Whatever problems exist in your relationship currently will become worse and may lead to the demise of your relationship once you start adding in other people. A great place to start is just having a conversation with yourself and then having a conversation with your partner about what the why is. Understanding what your partner thinks and feels about having an open relationship or adding a third person to your relationship is really necessary because long-term relationships require compatibility, and this is one of those things. It could be a scenario where you are evolving in a different way than your partner, and this may lead to the end of your relationship. It is much better to end a relationship and enter something better than to stay with a relationship for fear of having nothing. I promise you the truth will set you free. So being honest with yourself and your partner is vital at this point. Are you unsatisfied with your partner emotionally, physically, sexually? Is that the reason for wanting to add another person? In my professional opinion, these are not strong factors that will lead to long, healthy relationships with you and a third person in the relationship. They tend to just make things worse when you add another person to them. So first, I would encourage you to address what it is that you feel unsatisfied for. Have you communicated your needs effectively to your partner, or are you just kind of wishing and hoping they would, get with the program? If it's your partner that's interested in a third relationship, also get the questions from them. Are you satisfied with me? Is there an area where I could be loving you better? Not to blur this into abusive relationships. You can have a polyamorous, polygamous relationship, and everyone can be, satisfied, happy with the dynamics of the relationship. Abusive relationships are about power and control. So adding a third person into your relationship needs to be mutual. You both need to be on the same page for it to work and for everyone to be as happy as possible. If you really don't want it, or if your partner really doesn't want it, do not push. Do not try to control the situation. What you may need to do is explore if this is the relationship for you. Is this your person? Because once you add another person to the dynamic, you will realize quickly if you are a jealous person, if your partner is a jealous person, because those feelings will come up. It's important to explore in yourself. Do you have an abundance of time, attention, energy, love to give to another person? Relationships are hard enough, whether it's with your family, whether it's with friends. And so the idea of adding a third person into it, I'm not saying it's harder. I'm just saying there are many more moving parts that you have to pay attention to. There's more people involved to get hurt, to be triggered. And we all know like what it's like to be triggered. Relationships are for the evolution of your soul. So this other person will be triggering you, triggering your partner. And if you all are not on the same page with what was the reason for this in the first place, are we wanting to have fun? Are we wanting to build something? Are we wanting to build community? Like what is the whole purpose of it? What are the boundaries that you all are interested in creating? Are you going to add a third person and they're just going to be for you? Or is it going to be for you and your partner? Are you all interested in having this another person just for sex? Or is it just for love and no sex? Or is it sex and love, right? Are we creating this intimate relationship with both of us, with a throuple, with 4 people? Or is it an open relationship? And so you have your person over there, I have my person over there, and we never really come together as 2 couples in the 4 of us together. So then what kind of relationship do you want them to have with your partner? In an ideal world, like what do you want? I want you to ask yourself that because I feel we should all be asking ourselves, what do we really want and what are we willing to do to get what we want? So are they going to meet your other family members? Are you going to introduce them as a friend? Are they going to meet your children? Are they going to have any, responsibilities or involvement with your children? How do you see them fitting into your life right now? And then a year from now, 5 years from now, what do you want it to look like? I have a whole other video on my channel about monogamy being unnatural And I think we can tell from the way things are going and for the fact that many people cheat. So lots of, like, it's so common that monogamy is a choice and it's something that you have to be committed to. If monogamy is not for you, I would encourage you to find spaces where you feel accepted and not judged for wanting to live a different lifestyle than what the status quo has established for us. I don't think, I mean, I'm a sex positive person, parent, like all the things. I've explored if non-monogamy would work for me. Right now in my life, it's not an option, but I'm not counting it out sometime in the future. I just feel like you never know what's going to happen in life or where you're going to be or what you're going to decide your life to look like. And the idea of, oh, I'm going to always be monogamous doesn't really sit well with me. But I want you to ask yourself those questions to see what works best for you. And when you sit with yourself and reflect about what it is that you really want, what do you want your life to look like? What kind of people do you want to be in your life? What kind of things do you want to be doing with them? I think you can create whatever life you want and have as many people as you want in it. Let me know if there's any other questions you've thought of that would be helpful for someone considering a poly or open relationship. Please remember to like, comment, because it really helps with the algorithm, and I'm trying to reach as many people as possible, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.